Whoops. All right, it doesn't matter. Sorry guys. I know I just finished here, but so I told you the school shooter thing had me pretty riled up, because you know, if it was a white kid that did it, it'd be all over the 5 o'clock news, right? We'd be calling for gun control. We'd be calling for the execution of the child. And what did they do? And I forgot to say in the last video that Kyle Rittenhouse's bail was set at $2 million. Self-defense case, $2 million. This school shooter, $75,000. So, why isn't the mainstream coming out and saying, if you're a minority school shooter, your bail will be set lower, and if you are white, your bail will be set higher? You know why? Because that's the truth. But not only this, let's go to screen share here. I'm not sure how breaking news this is. I was just showed this. We'll open it up all the way here. Hopefully you can see this. Let me know if you... Nope. You cannot. There we go. Not only did this little fucking fuckstick get a lower bail amount because he was a minority...
All right, everybody, we're going out to Texas right now, where the suspect from yesterday's high school shooting...
There's your school shooter right there.
Let's listen to anybody that will be speaking and trying to get some sound from this suspect here.
Right there. Does that look like he's in a jail cell to you? Nope. Does it look like he's being escorted by police officers? Nope. Nick does an anti-vax protest, and he's got to wear a fucking bulletproof vest. Where's this little bastard's bulletproof vest at?
In the high school shooting,
you know why? Because they know nobody's going to attack him.
Let's listen if he is
This
speaking.
is your new fucking George Floyd right here. He got bullied so he can go into schools and shoot up kids. This is disgusting. Whoever is the Attorney General should be ashamed. She's asking if he's sorry to the teacher that he hurt. Was the teacher bullying you? Oh no, you were just getting bullied, right? Must be hard going in a fucking suburban school being a minority. So fucking hard you gotta bring a gun in and shoot people up.
Who was charged with 3
Let's
counts
give him
of
the fucking benefit of the
with a
doubt.
deadly weapon. Just
Fucking
came out
piece
of
of shit.
jail here, and we are trying to listen to see if he is going to be making any statement here. Doesn't appear so. Doesn't appear like the family will do as well. But we'll just listen in for a little bit more as the photographer is continuing to try to
If you're not fucking pissed off about
Remember, this
this,
is live,
you
raw,
have
and
no soul.
unfiltered, and this is what it looks like.
That's incredible. How do you bring a gun into school? Not only just bring in a gun, but shoot blindly. You know why nobody died? Because he was shooting like fucking Damon Wayans and don't drink your juice in the hood while being a menace to society. Thank God nobody showed that asshole how to use a gun. Because there would be people dead right now. And he's out walking around downtown, wherever the fuck in Texas. That's insane. But, you know, nothing. There will be nothing done about this. Maybe a couple people like me might make a video trying to get people to do something. But there are no groups to fight against shit like this because they're afraid. Charlie Kirk's not going to say anything until Tucker Carlson tells him it's okay. Where's Dan Crenshaw now? Outrageous. This should be the number one story right now. It is okay to bring a gun into school and shoot people as long as you're not white. That's what it should say, and that is disgusting. This is why the parents shouldn't be labeled as domestic terrorists, because they're the only ones speaking up against this stupid bullshit. He says he brought a gun into school and was shooting up people because he was being bullied. Like I said, in the video I seen, it seemed like he was giving the ass whooping. I could be wrong. But when does that make it okay? So you're telling me if I'm being bullied, I can just go shoot whoever's bullying me? That's the precedent we're setting right now? I don't even know if they're setting a precedent, because it's been like this. As long as you're not white, you can do whatever the fuck you want. You go into places and steal thousands of dollars worth of shit. Get bumped up the list for COVID relief. Now you can bring a fucking gun into school and shoot the place up. You can't even use a gun in self-defense if you're a white kid. This is insane. I don't even know where I don't know if we can even call it America anymore. We clearly have a fucking king, and he is clearly allowing for certain individuals to do whatever the fuck they want while the other ones suffer. You have to go get a shot to continue providing for your family, while another kid doesn't even have his mask all the ways on in the video there, can bring in a gun into school and shoot at your children. Now, this might be a hot take, but if you try to take a children's life, child or not, if the intent is there to commit murder, not accident, but to commit murder, bullied or not bullied, not only should you be in jail for the rest of your life, but if it is so heinous as to bring a gun into school and shoot blindly into crowds, you should be put to death. But that's not going to happen. As we can see, he's going to be walking around free. He's probably going to make a fucking TikTok tonight. Yo, check me out. Try to shoot up all the white kids in school and I'm free. Are you kidding me? Like I said, thank God nobody showed that little asshole how to shoot a gun. And the mom, the only thing the mom wanted to emphasize is it could have been worse. He could have went home and committed suicide. Now, is it only that would have been worse because nobody died? Or is it because she feels as if it's better for her son to live than for multiple other children to die? The mother feels no sorrow. The mother doesn't feel like she should have to apologize for this. And now the shooter is walking free, not Sorry. I wouldn't be surprised if they let this little bastard go back to school. Hell, they might as well give him a gun. Just go do whatever you want, man. If you get bullied, just start fucking popping away. I truly hope every person with a fucking camera today makes a video about this to show the hypocrisy. And I don't want to hear nothing about a fucking white kids are fucking shooting up schools all the time, because that's just not true. Apparently, minorities are shooting up schools at such a great rate that it's not even a big deal anymore. They're just letting them fucking go. I'm really glad they had video evidence to see that little fuckstick walk out. Because, you know, if I would have came on here and said that he's not even going to be charged, it would have been called a conspiracy theory. I would have been called a race baiter. But clearly we see here the value of life is only relevant if the shooter is white and the victims are minorities. The victims of this shooting need to be so loud. And they need to sue that mom to the point she doesn't eat nothing but fucking ramen for the rest of her life. If they are on financial support from the government, they should lose it. If you are not going to use the justice system the way it is intended to be used, the social justice that they are trying to manipulate here should backfire on them and a crazy I don't even know what I was going to say here. This is, I don't know, man. If this isn't on every channel that gives a fuck about gun rights, children's safety, hypocrisy when it comes to different races in America, there's something wrong. If you needed something to talk about, if you needed something to be mad about, here it is. I don't think it gets worse than this. Somebody needs to come out and what Fox channel was that even on? Hopefully it was on the main channel there. I don't even know. I doubt it. I doubt it. They wouldn't let that on. It took me a minute to even find it. Oh, now they're popping up. Oh, nope, this is still... Oh my god. This kid's being bullied and he's got fucking gold teeth. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Well, let's hear this. Let's see what this will...
Been plotting the attack.
This morning, 10 lives are being remembered after the massacre at Santa Fe High School.
It's been a nightmare.
That's not that. That's old. That's the one we just watched. That's live now from Fox. Doesn't look like that's the main Fox there. Two shot. I heard there was more than just two shot. Suspect in custody in school shooting. Suspect arrested and That's 3 years ago. I was going to say nobody died yet. Here, I think
Well, classes are canceled at Timberview High School in the Mansfield ISD after a shooting on campus.
That suspected gunman turned himself in, and Fox 4's Shannon Murray is live with the latest. Shannon.
Yeah, Lauren, so the district canceled classes here today so that students and staff can have some more time to heal after a really traumatic day yesterday. Police say that fight yesterday morning was in a second-floor classroom, and a student pulled a gun, and 4 people were hurt.
They have 2 police officers here, and when the police officers heard over the radio that there was a teacher that was in distress, the police officers immediately went to that classroom. And I can tell you that one police officer heard the shots as he was going up there.
Police say the suspected gunman, 18-year-old Timothy Simpkins, took off in a Dodge Charger as investigators worked to secure the school and also search his home just a few blocks away. Simpkins, with an attorney, turned himself into police hours later.
Oh, look at that.
4
He's not
people
even
were
a
hurt in
kid.
the
He's
shooting,
18.
including a
Fry his
15-year-old
fucking
boy who was
ass.
shot and critically injured. A teenage girl was grazed by a bullet. She's been released from the hospital. A 25-year-old teacher was also shot. His injuries are not life-threatening. He's expected to be okay. And a pregnant teacher was also injured in a fall but not hospitalized. Simpkins' family says they cannot justify what he did, but they believe he was trying to protect himself following ongoing incidents with other students.
Seriously.
Because he wore nice clothes and because he drove nice cars and because he had the things, he was like a target. We ask as a family for forgiveness of any type of hurt.
What I will say to that is we take the safety and security of our students and our faculty and staff seriously. I can assure you that we're doing a thorough.
I wonder why they're not talking about where this little bastard got the gun from. Why haven't charges been filed against the parents or the person he bought the gun from?
That have been documented, but they say that's all part of their
that
investigation
would
as
point
they look
out
into what led
that
up to the shooting.
gun
Simpkins
laws
is charged with
wouldn't
3
have
counts
stopped
of
this.
aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. He is still in jail this morning. He's being held on a $75,000 bond.
Oh, look at there,
Police say they also
$75,000
recovered the
bond.
alleged
I know
gun
people.
that was used in the shooting.
I know
They
people that
found it in
have
the
higher
street
bonds
just a few
for
miles from
DUIs. That is fucking insane. I don't know what else to say, guys. I'm going to get off here. I thought you might want to know that, now that I think about it, weren't all the high-profile school shooters being bullied? So are they going to let them out of jail? I'm just curious. I don't think that should happen. I think they should all be executed, bullied or not. It's called self-control. If he had nice cars and he had nice clothes and fucking gold teeth, you would think that his parents would have the resources to maybe move him to another school, maybe get him homeschooled if he was being bullied that bad. But, yeah, no. Well, you better start paying attention if any of your kids come home from school and say, hey, there's a kid in my class being bullied, and I think it's he's not white, so I'm not sure what's going to happen there. You might just want to keep your kids home from school the next couple of days after that. Because not only are they going to be able to commit a heinous crime like this, they're going to walk the next day. And I know bullying is bad, but if he does not go to jail for the rest of his life for what he did, especially because he's 18, that changes things a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. If he does not go to jail for the rest of his life, wherever he has to go continue his education, I hope he is never able to live this down. Now, I would say I hope he's bullied for the rest of his life, but I'm sure after this incident, he'll probably just shoot him and get away with it. So, I wouldn't suggest that. This is... oh, man. This is a big old pile of fucking eat a giant shit sandwich. Can't find where... Well, guys, that's no bueno. Alright, I'm going to get off of here. I just wanted you guys to see that. Yeah. I think we were all bullied in school to some extent. Do you know how many fights I was in? You know how many times we got jumped? There were times where, you know, we just out of nowhere started fighting. I would say what I was bullied for, but I don't think it would even matter. I'm not a minority, and, you know, I had shoes and a roof over my head, so, you know, by definition, in white standards, as long as you ate today, you're not in poverty because you're so privileged. So, I won't get too personal, but the point of that is to say that this is what society and the bullying, I don't even know, because if you're being bullied online, shut the computer off. If you're bullied on Facebook, on your phone or whatever, chances are you're too young for a fucking phone anyways. Shut it off. If you're being bullied at school, guess what? We all were. Does it make it okay? Absolutely not. But there are 100 times more resources than when we went to school. When just a couple years ago, that generation went to school. There are more resources to deal with bullying right now. There is actually, because I was taking that civilian police academy thing, they said that their online, like, cyber security deals with two things primarily. Old people being targeted for identity theft and to be scammed, and bullying. So, in a lot of cases, I'm sure that the police would have handled this. But instead, this, it wasn't because of where he was raised, that, you know, in a nice neighborhood. The mother said he had a nice car, nice clothes. This is the funny thing, right? I'm sure they're going to put a spin on it that, you know, it's the white kids in the school's fault. But in the video, there are no white kids in the classroom that I could see. There definitely wasn't any in the fight. So even if he wasn't the aggressor in the fight, it was kids that are, well, I'm not going to say kids anymore, adults that were the same ethnicity as he was, fighting. So he was being bullied because what? I'm not seeing the connection there. He was bullied because he had a little bit more money than the rest of the minorities, so it's still white people's fault because those kids didn't have enough money. The bullies didn't have enough money, so, you know, the well-off kid shot up the school. I don't see how anybody can spin this in the defense of that little fucking asshole. So, dark times indeed. Shit. I don't even know why we're talking about a fucking pandemic. There's plenty of other shit we should be worried about than a fucking .002. Get out of here. Alright, I'm getting off here. I love you guys. I hope this pisses you off just as much as it pissed me off. And for... This is, you know... I don't know. I don't even know what else to say. I'm getting off here. Peace. Love y'all.